What are we looking at? This is our Zelkova again. Well, we just went through this tremendous heat, and guess what? Nothing happened to it. Even with multiple record heat, this one is undamaged, at least by the heat. Well, what happens is it grows, and it grows like crazy when it's hot. So we're in the middle of July, and it's growing very vigorously. So I'm going to cut this back so that actually we could start to see the shape again. So anyway, this is the Zelkova. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm not going to do anything fancy. Just cut it back so that it could kind of maintain this shape that it has. So there are times when we restyle, but today is not it. This is just like the maintenance stage. And here you go. See all these that shot up. Zelkova and elm are sort of in a related family. Well, one thing for sure, they both like the heat, so it grows very rapidly. So all this stuff is about a month. Month ago, I think I had these more or less under control. I wouldn't call it show ready because a lot of times I'm in a hurry and just kind of clip it. But that's what's happening here. Just a lot of random heavy growth that just need to be addressed. Oh yeah, those of you that just bought yourself a nice set of tools and you are dying to try it, well, get yourself a Zelkova or Chinese elm and you could really put those to test. Actually, especially Chinese elms, you could tell you the quality of the tool by the way it cuts. Chinese elms require a nice set of tools or tools that are sharp if you want to get good results. See this right here? See how big that is? This is the recent growth. You could tell by the pattern that, or the type of growth that it has. And if you don't take care of those, especially if it's on a main trunk or a nice finished branch, it'll ruin your taper. See, here's some more of that type of growth. It came on very vigorously, so gotta get rid of those and then clean up a little bit more. Okay, so this is a quick trim of a Zelkova in middle of July. I think what makes this particular Zelkova bonsai unique is the root flare or the floating root. The top is more conventional, but down here I think is quite unique. My friend Dale, he went to Yellowstone. And you know, one of the things I remember about Yellowstone, especially where the Yellowstone Grand Canyon section is, well, that area, the soil has the tendency to erode away. So we see actually quite a few things that somewhat mimic this. So it was originally at the normal ground line here, and as the erosion happens, you end up looking like that. Now, typically, the top would have been really tall. It would have kept going, because they're usually lodge poles. But I was thinking, if you're going to stylize it and make bonsai, you want to shorten it so that you can emphasize the part that was most unique, which was the root zone. So I think, to me, that's one of those interpretive things about bonsai, is you highlight this part that really impressed you. So those of you with an engineering degree that want to make everything to scale, it won't work. Bonsai is an art form, so you have to interpret and present it with the parts that really impressed you. So for me, there was a lot of them out there that looked like this, really the roots exposed like that because of the erosion. And therefore, I have a tendency to do it like that. Okay, so we'll see what happens when Dale comes back, and maybe he'll give us his interpretation of what he saw and felt in Yellowstone. Actually, I think he spent a couple more days in the Teton. I had the chance to just drive through and was impressed, but then he was sending me pictures. Actually, it's kind of funny. He sent me, well, he phoned me from top of Great Teton to show me what was a potential for a great bonsai. Of course, he couldn't dig it out because it's in a national forest, and my great friend would be in jail, and I had to go visit him. But anyway, that's how we've been getting a lot of our inspiration, going out to nature and seeing what we see and then interpret. So artistic impressions of what we saw and felt. That is a bonsai. So anyway, this is Hiro saying goodbye. It's getting really hot again. It's going to be 100, which is not that bad compared to 100 to 103. I feel for people like in Portland who got up to 116 when they're more accustomed to 80s and 90s. So anyway, all of you stay safe. I think we're going to be dealing with not only the heat, but the smoke from the fires that's happening in California. So anyway, everybody stay safe. I'll see you again real soon in another chapter.